Welcome to Real People, Real Voices. I'm your host, James Jackson.
I'm your co-host, Dr. Wayne Moore.
Always a pleasure to host with you.
It's always good to be in your presence.
It's going to be a great show today.
Yes, great show. Let's recognize our
Lee Cosselin Crowley.
and Fervent Care Christian Academy. Been with us ever since we've been around here on Real People, Real Voices. We appreciate them. We appreciate the law firm for being with us, and we hope that we can gather more sponsors this year to help us keep this show on the air and
absolutely
and give information to the community. Man, we have a phenomenal young lady today. Mm-hmm. Her name is Layla, but her last name bespeaks of her attitude. She's a champion. Her name is Layla Champion, and she's going to be talking about Ivy League schools and how she's introducing young people to look at Ivy League schools and what she's doing to help them connect with those Ivy Leagues. Yeah. She has a desire to go to Harvard herself.
To be an educator.
To be an educator, yeah.
At a high level.
Yeah, at a high level. That's what I'm talking about.
We're going to get into that.
Yeah.
But we want to encourage you to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. You can do that on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Go to WHMB TV 40. Also, please like us on Facebook.
Right. Yeah. I like it when you say that, James Jackson. Like us on Facebook. We've been there, and all of our shows are there. Just on YouTube and Facebook, you can see some of the shots of prior shows. Just connect with us so we can continue to connect with you.
So we have a lot to share with you. I think you're going to be really blessed and enjoy it. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Real People, Real Voices, and we're joined by Miss Layla Champion.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. Hi.
You nervous, Layla?
A little bit.
That's good. You're going to do a good show then.
We're happy that you're here, and we're very proud of what you're doing, for what we've learned about you so far. I know that your parents are proud of you as well. Tell us about the Champion Project.
Okay, I formed the Champion Project in my dorm room at Harvard University this summer. So this summer I studied at Harvard through their secondary school program, which is a program they have for high school freshmen through seniors to come and take college courses for college credit. So I found out about this program online, just online looking for summer schools to earn college credit, to get above my peers at my school, like a little competition we were doing for summer credits. And I applied to the program and I got in. And I told everybody, I'm going to Harvard for the summer, I'm going to Harvard for the summer. And my mom was like, yeah, okay. Like, okay, you're going to Harvard for the summer. And I was like, it's $13,000, but I got in. She was like, when you get the money, let me know. So I was applying for financial aid, fundraising everywhere, and then I got the money. So when I got there, I was just like, okay, getting the feel for it. And I didn't see that many people that looked like me. But then they had like a Black people game night. So then I met a lot of people that looked like me.
Black people game night?
Yes.
At Harvard?
How'd you find out about that?
How'd you find out? Yeah.
Oh, it was advertised everywhere. It was like free soul food, come out.
At Harvard University?
Yes. So I was like, okay, I gotta go.
Soul food, huh?
Yes, it was good. So I went and I met some friends. And then we started hanging out and we were talking about how we all wanted to go to those top tier schools, but like they weren't promoted at our school. And I was like, okay, I want to go back home and start something to promote it to people that look like me, because I don't want to be the only student from Indianapolis that like dreams about going to Harvard and actually gets to go.
So you want Black folks and Latinos
yes.
to have an opportunity to go to these Ivy League schools, but your project is to help folks learn that there's an opportunity for that.
Yes.
So how did you find out about the summer program?
I was just looking for high school summer programs online and found the ad.
You just came across it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a tour that's going to be taking place, taking some students to some of these Ivy League schools. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so this spring, March 31st through April 4th, I'm doing my first Ivy League college tour, where we'll be visiting Harvard University, Yale, Princeton, Columbia, and University of Pennsylvania.
Wow.
So on this college tour, I have reached out to a tour guide, like students that attend each of these universities. So these actually students that look like the students that will be on my tour. So I have some Latinos and some Black people.
Is your tour bus full yet?
No.
Okay, keep trying.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, I got people to promote the tour, like from somebody's standpoint where you look like me, I can tell you what it's like to be like me on this campus. Because when you usually tour a school, it's like usually someone who doesn't look like you telling you what it's like, so they don't understand your struggles. I want the kids to be able to connect with them and see what it's really like. And then I just want them to tour the schools, have fun, and be exposed to opportunities they won't usually be exposed to.
So how can young people get into this tour program?
They can apply for the college tour online, the website,
Mm-hmm.
And that is?
www.champion-project.com.
Okay. How many have signed up so far?
2.
That's good. You're still ahead of the game now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you getting the word out? Of course, you're on the show today. How else are you getting the word out?
Yeah, so I just like promoting it on social media and doing word of mouth and reaching out to local schools.
So there's a cost to it, obviously.
Yes, $650.
That's all?
That's not bad. To go on the tour.
Yes.
To all those universities?
Yes, for the week. And that includes the hotels,
What?
free breakfast. Yeah.
How'd you work that out?
So it's $650
For the hotel, the breakfast, and everything?
Yes,
to get on the bus
for the
for a
week.
week and go to all these schools?
Yes.
And you have 38 more spaces.
Yes.
Really? We ought to sponsor some kids.
I wish I could.
We could probably sponsor one.
One kid, yeah. We probably could sponsor one kid.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity.
That's a great opportunity.
I mean, it's
4 universities.
5.
5 universities.
five
Ivy League
for
universities.
$650.
Yes.
Wow. And you put that together. That is extraordinary.
Wow. You're an organizer, huh?
I try to be.
You're spoiled too, I can tell. Yeah, but that's a good thing for a young lady. You know, it means you're going to be confident in what you're doing. You know, you're determined, and you sound determined that you're going to make sure this tour happens.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we do want to sponsor.
Yeah, let us know.
Thank you. I really appreciate
So
that.
if you're watching,
Yeah.
you can go to champion-project.com. Again, that's champion-project.com on the World Wide Web, and let them know that you heard it here on Real People, Real Voices, and the offer code is CARE,
Right.
C-A-R-E. We just made that up.
Yeah, we do that on this show.
The offer code is CARE, and you're going to be the one they're going to talk to.
Yes.
And there might be more than one young person or parent that calls in.
But let's do this. Let's reach out to some Afro-American businesses that are out there
Fill that bus up.
to fill that bus up. Get some of those kids that are underprivileged, that have the academic achievement standards, and put them on that bus for $650. If we can just get, I don't want to call any businesses' names out, but I mean, if you're listening and watching Real People, Real Voices, it would help that you would call this young lady, tell her you want to sponsor a child, and to go on an Ivy League tour of 5 universities.
Name those universities again.
Princeton University, Yale University, Columbia University, University of Pennsylvania, and Harvard University.
And they're going to arrive at Harvard University on Soul Food Night. Was the food good, really?
Yes.
What did you enjoy about it at Harvard University on Soul Food Night? What did you enjoy mostly?
Oh, well, they had yellow watermelon and like ribs. That's what my plate was full of. And they had the fried chicken.
And that was your first time having yellow watermelon.
No, it was my second time.
It's called. So you're going to be an educator. And there's red meat and yellow meat watermelon. So it's called yellow meat, not yellow watermelon. It's yellow meat. Okay. So I just wanted to let you know that since you're going to be an educator, when somebody asks you, what did you eat? We had yellow meat watermelon.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Well, we're very proud of you.
Proud of you. I am
Thank
really
you.
proud of you.
And we want to do all we can to help get that bus filled up. Because this is quite the opportunity for
It's major, man.
$650 for a whole week.
Yeah. Nobody can go on vacation for that.
No. And how long will you be in each city? Is it one day or?
It depends on the school. So, like, we're going to actually stay in Boston. We're just going to travel to the other schools.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But, like, yeah, we'll spend time. Like,
Your hub is going to be
the day
Boston.
Yes.
Boston where? In the hotel or just on the campus of Harvard University?
Oh, well, Harvard's in Cambridge.
Cambridge, okay. Well,
Yes.
you educated me then.
But, yeah, we're going to stay in a hotel in Boston.
Okay. So for the parents that might be concerned, you guys have chaperones and all
Yes.
that? Okay.
So, for mostly my chaperones are, like, Black Ivy League grads.
Really?
Right now, yes.
You're working this thing out.
Good job.
That's a good job. You need to be committed. And what high school do you attend?
Charles A. Tinley Accelerated School.
Okay. What's your grade point average?
My cumulative GPA is like a 3.8.
Okay. That's good. Your mom's proud of you?
She is.
Well, congratulations, and we hope to have you back to give an update
Yeah, we're gonna have you back.
of how this is going. When is the tour?
The tour is March 31st through
March
April 4th.
31st. All right. Well, thank you. You've been a great guest.
Thank you for
and
having me.
You're welcome. Stay with us. We have more to come. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Real People, Real Voices, and we're joined by Mr. Fred Yakey. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here, Vice Principal of Culture and Mission
Yes.
at Providence Cristo Rey.
Yes, Providence Cristo Rey High School.
So how long have you had that position?
This is my first year having it. Last year, I was honored to serve as the Dean of Students.
Okay. Promotion, huh?
A promotion, absolutely. Got a promotion. Our president saw it as a need to have a vice principal to not only address students, but also to bring in the mission of our school and bring it to the community.
So tell us about the school.
Absolutely. Providence Cristo Rey is a fairly new school. We're only about 12 years old, but we are a school that was founded on a national model. It's called the Cristo Rey Network. It was originally founded in Chicago by a
Familiar
Catholic
with it,
priest.
yeah.
Absolutely. Because there was a need for inner city students having quality education. So the idea came that he was there, he saw these students not receiving quality education, and he said, wouldn't it be great if we can blend the corporate world of Chicago with the inner city students of Chicago? So that's how it came to pass. So our students have a job, corporate America job, where they go to school 4 days a week and they work 1 day a week, and that work pays for a portion of their tuition.
I'm sure a lot of parents appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Low income.
Low income. And here's the beautiful thing about it. We're a private school, and we only go after students and families that otherwise could not afford it. And I tell people all the time, pastors, that this is the easiest way of discipleship. You disciple children and you disciple the community through the form of education.
So you never lost a model out of Chicago. You've held firm to that.
Yes, we have. So in fact, there's 36 schools across the country that have duplicated that model, and we're the only one in Indiana.
You know, most cases when we talk about big business getting involved in education, in many cases it's about the property. I don't know if you agree with that. It's about the revenues that can be gained
Absolutely.
on closures.
Absolutely.
Instead of developing models that will create a greater inner city and create a greater educational element in that city. And I'm familiar with this process. I heard about it many years ago. And it's good to see that you all have not broken stride from that.
No, sir.
Because a lot of people in education is not as concerned about students as it used to be. You know, it's more about business transactions.
It is.
Would you agree with that, James?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot of them. And I would ask the question as well, why choose Providence? There's a lot of different offerings out there. And to Dr. Moore's point, there are a lot of folks getting into it to try and make money back. But of course, you all's mission is solid. But why should people choose Providence?
That's a great question. I implore families to consider coming to Providence Cristo Rey High School. Consider coming to us, number one, because we care for the family holistically. One way to think of our school is that we only want those students that feel otherwise they cannot have an opportunity to come to this school, because honestly, it's the truth, but it doesn't make it fair, that oftentimes the quality of education will be guarded by how much money you have. And oftentimes, those who don't have the money don't get the best quality education. You can make an argument for teachers, you can make an argument for the quality of the schools, you can make an argument for the types of instruments you may have in the classroom. Where here, we have a private school education, $17,000 tuition it would cost, but you will pay a fraction of that because of what we have in place. So we are offering a quality education through the form of discipleship. And I'll tell you the truth, I've been blessed to teach in public, in charter, and now in private. And I have been at some of the most prestigious institutions, but none of the institutions offer what we have. When you can simply use the name Jesus, and you have the same student that go to the other schools and they're having fights, and instead of suspending, I'll pray with you. I'll bring the family in, and we're gonna work through this together. And I guarantee you, if you graduate, I have a scholarship waiting for you. I have corporations that are investing money into you, and pray that when you graduate that you'll come back. This is a blended community, and it's proven to be successful. We have, in the last 7 classes of graduates, we had 98 to 100% graduation rate and college acceptance rate. That means when you graduate, you're already accepted to college. So that eliminates a huge barrier. We are here, and I implore families, if you want to have college, if you want to change the outcome of your life, you need to seriously consider Cristo Rey.
And what I like about what I'm hearing is you're vice principal.
Yes, sir.
And your job is to make sure that you get people in Cristo Rey that look like you. Okay?
My job is
That's
to
one
go
aspect
out.
of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm proud to say that because I believe that if you really believe in something, you ought to have someone who's from the community. This is home for me.
Yeah.
Grew up on the east side of Indianapolis. I'm a proud Arlington High School graduate. Went to John Marshall High School, went to School 92. Many of those schools have now closed, but I was raised to be in my community. We are trying to remain in the community. In fact, we're trying to make a large push to go to the east side of Indianapolis. Over half of our students are from the east side, and our school is 4 blocks west of Washington High School.
Hopefully
so
further
that lets you
east.
know. Absolutely,
Like
further
far
east. We want John Marshall. We want John Marshall. We want to go to the polls. We want to go where there's a vacant at, because that's the mission of Christ that we have. To go to the hopeless, to go to the helpless. So, in fact, I just left the Boys and Girls Club of Finish Line, Boys and Girls Warehouse, and we're gonna have a satellite open house. We're gonna bring the school to the community because that's the mission that we have. So I'm glad that I can represent a community and a voice because that's what our school's about.
I hope you can get Marshall High School.
Yeah, we all hope that.
We hope you can get Marshall.
Many of us, I should say.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, that would be a phenomenal situation on the Far East Side. I mean, Far East Side is like a stepchild, it seems like it doesn't get any love.
It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
It hurts when you really understand the power of that community.
Yeah, well, we used to have a lot of young people who walked to school, the high schoolers. They would walk.
Yeah.
It was in close proximity to their homes, which was a great thing. Now, many of those students are being bused out to other schools. So hopefully that will be something that will come into fruition. Let me ask you this question. Most schools are preparatory for college, but you all have the career component.
Absolutely.
So how does that work?
Right. So that's a good question. We are a college preparatory high school, but our career component is one that is unique above itself. So we have a corporate work study component. So our school is part corporate America as well as college prep. So it works where our students, no matter where you come from, you don't have to have work experience. We actually have embedded into our curriculum to teach students the corporate side of work etiquette, email etiquette, the type of dress etiquette. You are wearing a shirt and tie every day in our school. The young ladies are doing the same. And we're teaching them when you work, how do you work? How do you ask for more help when you're not there? So it's really a blended approach. We're proud to have corporate America, some of our corporate partners like Eli Lilly, who is extremely invested, been with us since the inception of our school here in Indianapolis. They come and they provide a whole week of training. So many of the staff that are our corporate mentors, they come to the school and they help train the students, they help train them. Even at graduation, you'll come to graduations and you'll see more of the corporate, or if not equally, many of the corporate staff coming to celebrate their kids as well. So it's really a blended work environment that we train them to go. So our students go to school 4 days a week, and 1 day a week they're working.
That's good.
Outstanding. Well, you've been a great guest.
Great guest. Keep up the good work, young man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time. And anyone else that is interested, please, I implore you to go to our website, CristoRayIndy.org, and we have all kind of information there for you.
Yeah. Do that today. be sure you do that before the show goes on right now. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to our next time together. But when we come back, we'll have the rundown for you. Welcome back to Real People, Real Voices. I'm your host, James Jackson.
Co-host Pastor Wayne Moore.
And I'm your executive producer, Faith McKinney.
I want to thank you all for watching. Become a subscriber on our YouTube channel. Go to WHMB TV 40 and
Become a sponsor. Become a sponsor. We're Real People, Real Voices. We'd love to have you. We have Lee Cossack and Crawley. We have Fervent Care, Christian Academy. We need one more good, strong sponsor to keep us alive and well and coming into your community.
yeah, call Curtis over at the, WHMB TV 40.
Call Kurt.
Yeah, we had some great guests there.
Oh my goodness. The young lady, Layla.
I was
Layla
impressed.
Champion, yeah, she's
Layla Champion
amazing.
has a great desire to be a Harvard grad. Then we had our brother Yankee, vice principal over at Crystal Ray.
Yep, Fred Yankee, yeah.
Yeah, Yankee, yeah. I want to make sure I get his name right because I believe he's going to be somebody in this community.
He is, absolutely.
If he hangs in there. You got to hang in there.
Oh, he will.
He's doing some great work.
Yeah.
Very well spoken. And I'm just really impressed with what God is doing with him and through him. And I think one of the key things that he was saying about the way that they do education and the Jesus component, he mentioned you can say Jesus in their private school. One of the problems that God revealed to me is the issue of spiritual formation. There's a lot of people trying to do a lot that I think is helpful. But it's that component.
Yeah.
The spiritual formation. When I was in seminary, we had to take spiritual formation. That was the centerpiece of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I think in our community, we're missing that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sad, but it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's true. But the young man is on the ball. I mean, reaching out to low-income families. People can see just through him that this school is viable and real and want to help young people achieve.
And what they're doing, bringing the kids into corporations, giving them access to that
shadowing
type
effect,
of
Career or college.
experience.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's invaluable. And you can take those connections on with you for the rest of your life.
95% graduate.
98, I think he said.
98%.
Yeah, that's a big number.
And all of them go to college.
That's right.
And I'm hoping that Layla gets all of her
Yeah, we're gonna
students
pray
to
for
take
her,
on
man.
the tour.
Oh, yeah.
And for those of you who are watching, if you can sponsor a child to go on that college tour that you heard about just a little bit earlier in the show, just $650 for
five
five Ivy League colleges. So please help them out. Well, until next time, God bless you and thank you for watching.